Hello, my name is Annie the Enigma, aka Nayu Simonova from DeviantArt. It's nice to meet you, Just a Robot. And overall, I'd like to apologize for my attitude way back in 2015 when the Princess Elizabeth shit was going on. I am gonna say cuss words here because I'm not exactly family friendly. But at the whole, I do want to admit, back then, I was a different person than I am now. I actually stopped going onto DeviantArt during the Aaron Anthony situations, and I was a journalist on it, but I'm not here to talk about my history. I'm here to talk about what I did to you. As a journalist, I was supposed to get both sides of the argument, and as the years went on, I kind of did, but with you, I didn't. I didn't because I was young and I was stupid. Or to be more precise, I was a teenager in an adult's body. I'd explain all that, but it goes into some very abusive territory if you want me to explain elsewhere. Anyways, I didn't know how to react to some of the things that you said to me. And yes, I bursted out when I shouldn't have. These are again emotions that I think back then I couldn't cope with, at least at the time. And on other occasions, if I look back on it better, I would have made a better situation out of it. But back then, I think Princess Elizabeth was one of my first people I ever fully ranted on completely. Also, I do want to make something quite clear. Not only do I try to get both sides of the argument, I don't condone suicide. I don't condone suicide in any way, shape, or form. And hearing that, suicide here, suicide there, suicide everywhere, even you, that that unnerves me and does make me quite a bit worried. I'm glad you got out of the whole mess okay, and I'm happy that you managed to get yourself back up and going despite all the horrible things I did along with other people. It proves how strong of a person you are, and capable too. Believe it or not, I'm actually 33, and as a oh, never mind. Never mind that part. I actually want to make it clear that I feel terrible doing those things to you after hearing your side of the story. And it's almost like this one guy's. Uh, Sorry, I get a little emotional. If I have to be clear, um, you really did not have to lie about Princess Elizabeth. To me, you should stick to your standards and do your best with them as much as possible, even though I didn't know how to do mine at all. We are all only human. It still doesn't, it really bothers me how you did mention that you had to lie about Princess Elizabeth and it ended you up on Wikipedia. Not Wikipedia. Uh, oh god, it's slipping my mind again. Anyways, Encyclopedia Dramatica. You should not have been on there if you've only had a few times on it. And I was friends with a lot of people in the journalist community, I think, which documented everything about Princess Elizabeth. I thought that Jinx was a good friend of mine, But to be honest, I only communicated with people when it was necessary to. And I didn't really know the full story, I guess, until now about your side. I thought Jinx was the one being attacked by Princess Elizabeth and you, and I believe there was evidence of white knights defending Princess Elizabeth, but at the time of this recording, there is no evidence right now because the computers they're on, well, they're kind of out of service because of how I treat computers. Even the computer this one is on is well on its way to being out of order. So I'm not exactly good with computers or technology or anything of the technical kind because they break, and I come from a town that has no idea how to stay upgraded. Of course, that's just a joke. We do try here in my town. We try. uh, but yeah, I have the evidence stored somewhere, but I can't get to it because of how bad the computers are. Other than that, though, I am glad to see that you did manage to get up and running again. Damn it, me and the puns. But the point I want to make here is that I'm sorry for what I did. I really am. I'm right now working on a blog site, writing down my stories, drawing pictures and animation in some ways for certain stories. And for the most part, I left behind my journalistic past to just, watching YouTube videos, doing art, blogs, and the like. I even have my own site for them, but nothing much after that. As a whole, I've actually left it behind for a few years now because I'm actually too mentally damaged to handle anything anymore. As for you, though, you're in much better health than I am, from what I can tell, and that's good to see. It's I'm happy for you, and I really would like to finish this off with the fact that I am sorry. Back then, I was an adult with a teenage mind. Of course, the teenage mind was thanks to some incidences and traumas that I had sustained and needed help understanding my emotions along with a lot of other things to handle the situation. And it probably wasn't the wisest idea to try being a journalist as well. So if you saw any journals with you on it, even though back then I don't think I even made a single journal with you on. That's actually a fact. I don't think I made a single journal with you on it. I know I attacked you, but I never really did anything more than that. As far as I know. Again, my memory's bad, and it's not. I'm trying to make it a lot better, and that's a plus. I'm getting on my feet more. I'm doing this and that, but as a whole, I just put. I just leave things there for history's sake. Well, with that all said, just a robot, please take care of yourself. I'm sorry about what I did, and I know I was an angry person, and probably hard to speak to as well. But believe it or not, once you get past that, I really don't want to see anybody suicidal, let alone dying, let alone,